loneliness is a problem that has existed behind the shadows for too long. And I came to realize this when I first began my tenure as Surgeon General, and I traveled the country and would talk to people who would tell me that they were lonely, but they wouldn't use that word. They would say things like, I feel I have to carry all these burdens in my life by myself, or I feel if I disappear tomorrow, nobody would care, or I feel invisible. And it turns out that millions of people struggle with loneliness. So when you dig into the data, what you find is that loneliness has serious effects on our mental health and our physical health, raising our risk for depression, anxiety, and suicide, but also increasing our risk of heart disease, stroke, dementia, and premature death. This is a problem that has been building for decades, and technology has utterly transformed how we interact with one another. Now, look, tech can be good or bad. It can help us or hurt us. It's how it's designed and how we use it. But what I worry about is that it has too often replaced our in-person connections with lower quality online connections. And it's also prioritized the quantity of connections over quality of connections.
Technology has transformed the way we live and work now, where these connections are happening on Zoom, online. I guess in many ways, there's positive aspects to this because you can get to people that you couldn't otherwise get to. Help can get to people that, even health care. But at the same time, our children are growing up in an environment of oversharing, overexposure, and I just don't know how you put the toothpaste back in the tube.
A lot of the benefits that you mentioned, Mika, are true, and I've experienced them as well. When I was growing up, it took a month for me to write a letter to relatives in India and then to get a letter back. And now I can just video conference with them at the stroke of a button. So it's easy. But what we have not done is design technology in ways that actually protects the quality of our relationships.